Hello, everyone. Your host, Cy Smith, coming to you on a Green Monday, fourth Monday of the month. Today is all of our construction people on duty, along with Detroit, Michigan, Ethiopia, and 60609 zip code in Chicago. This video, I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes. We'll see if I'm successful or not. But I really want to speak to Black people, both on both sides, the left and the right. And I want to say to us as a people that we're living in a time of super expedited change, and the change is coming so rapidly. But it's so much change that it's causing us to really fight against each other when we shouldn't. We're in a good position to help usher along this new global order, and that's what I really want to speak about. Everyone knows the seven continents in the world, and out of those seven continents, one continent have been started both world wars, have colonized all over the world, and so that one continent power and population is declining. That one continent is no longer going to be in the position that it was in now because the world has shrunk to a certain extent. Uh, all the different various populations in the world are interacting with each other, especially with social media, dating each other, traveling. And when you wasn't able to have so much social mobility, people can tell and sell you a bill of goods that's no good. But now that people are able to go and travel and see with their own first-hand experience, you can't keep the wool over their eyes. So the world is getting better despite what it looks like. There's four places in the world that are still problematic for the rest of the world. And those four places, America is one of them. I would say is the headquarters. But Black America is going to be able to help deal with that. And let me say the truth is number one, go deal with it. They can't keep hiding the truth. So that's what's going to deal with it. But Black people, we're definitely a big part of what's going to deal with the biggest bully on the block here in this country. Then you got the one continent, Europe, that is population is declining. The exploitation that they was doing in Africa. Now Africa is standing up, and that's going to weaken the imperialists inside of Europe, because not all Europeans, but the imperialists, the ones who think that they're better than the rest of the world. So you're going to have a weakened Europe. You're having it now. It's going to continue. You're going to have in this country, in the U.S., their population is going down. And blacks are so battle tested. We are battle tested because of what we've been through. So we'll be able to deal with this country. So those two. Then the other two, Russia and Ukraine, that situation go play itself out. And then you got the Middle East, and the Arabs are going to continue to put pressure there as well. But the bottom line to Black people here and all over the world is, let's make sure that we coordinate together. Make sure that we love on each other, that we stop all the division. I understand so many Black women lost their jobs in this administration. I would say this: we got to ask ourselves, why did so many Black women get the jobs? And the reason you want to ask that is because the divide and conquer has been used against Black people for a long time. And so whenever you exalt one of the genders over the next, you're going to create a situation where we don't have the flow, and we need the flow. And so now this could cause us to lean on each other more, males and females, Black males, Black females, and allow us to not move so far away from each other, but stay in a certain proximity so that we can keep our dollars circulating amongst each other. In the past, we go back to the 60s, welfare, kick the man out. So it's been a constant divide and conquer tactic. And so now this is going to allow us, if we do it the right way, to harmonize with each other. We shouldn't worry about what's going to happen in the next election cycle too much. That's too far away. We are $1.6 trillion economy. We need to fix that now. We need to make sure that we know Wednesday is the global Black boycott day. We spend money with our sales only. At the end of the month, we got to name 4 Black businesses we spent money with. That is a right now issue, because Chinatowns, Greek towns, Little Italy's, they can name 20. We're talking about just the 4 Wednesdays out the month. Can we at least get in the habit of doing that? So we got to make certain that we deal with all these inflation and high prices. And the way we fix and deal with that is we unplug as much as we can. We've unplugged to a certain extent after the election, But I'm afraid we've unplugged and we haven't turned inward to have the conversations, male and female, that we need to have. Males apologizing for the wrong we did to the women to get them traumatized, and women not being so bitter and angry to receive that apology. We have to do that. Our children deserve that more than anything else. And again, Africa is rising. Europe needs its resources in order to survive. So Europe is going to have to humble itself and at least get on record with the reparations you owe. Because again, reparations is about telling the truth, giving back what you took, and then paying. All three of those things is reparations, and you can't get away from that. So Europe, you have to humble yourself, get ready, because the next 50 years, you're going to not have what you need. So that's crucial for Europe to do that. And then what you're going to see is that black people here and in Africa aren't vengeful people. So you will be able to live, just not at the center of the table. And that's just a realization that they have to get in their spirit. And then, of course, what's happening in the Middle East, the good news there is the rest of the world is uniting together. So we don't have this one group thinking they're superior than anyone else. And that's going to bring a certain amount of, it's going to be a conflict at first, but peace ultimately, because the bully isn't going to be able to keep bullying when the rest of the world unites. So we thank God for BRICS. BRICS is important as the new world order, if you will. Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Nigeria is leading the way. Now the rest of the nations are seeing it and they're coming together. Our sister in Namibia, our sister in Botswana, brother in Botswana, they're all coming and coordinating together and recognizing that this is the time to make sure that people are not exploiting them. And then Black America, we cannot have these people who not even supposed to be in the country, in our neighborhoods, making money, sending money home while we struggle and starve. We have to know, just like when you get on the airplane, self-preservation, you secure your air mask first, even before your child, because without you, the child stands no chance. So we have to not be afraid to take care of Black people first. This is why the world is in the shape it's in, because we keep neglecting Black people. Black people love everyone and do for everyone. And so if we took care of the Black people with reparations, restoration, then all the other ethnic groups will be taken care of because we love on everybody. It's the opposite. We're helping people who might be 100 million strong in their population. Then when they get put on, they look back down on Black people. So we got to be real determined to look at each other and know that the global comfort of Blacks being on the bottom is over. We're not going to let nobody be comfortable with us being on the bottom. We're going to love on each other, do for self, and take it from there. So I think that covers what I wanted to remember. 4 places. We got Europe, USA, over there, Ukraine, and Israel. So Ukraine has 37 million people. All right. California got 60 million. So just see the difference. But we're pouring all this money into Ukraine. Not sure how Ukraine got to be more important than Congo and what's happening in Sudan. But it tells you the people in charge that they don't see those lives mattering as much as Ukraine. And we want to talk about how Ukraine treats the Black people over there. Then you got Israel. Again, Israel is 9 million people, less than Illinois' population. They have to make sure that they don't think that they're better than anybody else. Whatever God you serve, God is in charge, not you. You do your part, but don't think that you're God and that you get to do more than what the Creator would do. And then, of course, Europe, they're seeing it now with all the resources that they were exploiting not happening now. So that's why I say the world is in a better position, because they couldn't hide and get away with what they've been getting away from for a very long time. All right, 9 minutes. Good. Peace.